and maybe it's because the commercial success of Drake combined with the
Drake
indie success
shit.
with the indie slash not. I can't even really call Kendrick indie because he's had. I don't know. Kendrick he's both indie and mainstream, and then you have the commercial success of Drake.
Mainstream.
So it's like everybody else on that same timeline that came up when they did has like this inferiority complex of like always trying to fucking be in their feelings anytime they're not respected. Like whether it's Sean, whether it's Cole, whether it's Wale, Cudi, like all these motherfuckers are mad insecure. And it's like,
Definitely
no,
Wale.
you guys have all contributed to the game in your own different respected ways, and you all have your own different audiences who all love and respect you and go to war for you and have all these different cults. Like, just be good, bro. Like, why do you always have to take somebody else's audience or give them promo by addressing every single fucking thing? Because guess what? But I mean, Drake does it because that's his brand.
Drake's
but
a fucking
Kendrick
hype
doesn't.
beast.
But
Drake's a
Kendrick
front
doesn't.
runner.
Kendrick is on that
disappears.
fucking Eminem shit where like, oh, I don't have to answer to anybody because I'm at the top of the game.
But if people are, J. Cole's willing to actually talk with the people, so you got
which is his brand.
Which
is
you
his
gotta
brand.
give him that
Which is his brand.
respect. Which is why I think all these people trying to cancel him. Like, you motherfuckers took one too many Africana studies classes, and you're so super woke and pro-black, but you probably got fucked up shit going on in your life too. You probably a hypocrite too, but you want to sit up here and cancel J. Cole because he admitted to being misogynistic in a fucking song, and how he literally is trying to be better, and how the person who called out, she made a general statement. She didn't call him out directly. She made a general statement, and he said, "I guess that must be."
And to your point,
like fuck.
To your point, if you listen,
fake woke
if you
niggas.
listen to the themes of J. Cole's album, which everybody thinks,
Go listen to Born Sinner.
Everybody
She
knows
knows
that I hate J. Cole. I'm on the record for it. But that doesn't mean I don't listen to his shit and I don't understand what's going on. And if you look at his work, to your point,
Folding
misogyny is a constant theme that he's always
unlearning,
processing and working through, and you can feel it throughout his things as he, went from talking about Poseidon to fucking folding clothes, like to
who got that flame to.
So
the neighbors think I'm selling dope, motherfucker. I am. But my point, just to wrap this up, also, there's like too much anti-black hatred in some of this canceling too, because y'all quick to cancel a black man over every fucking thing. But like Amanda Seales still ain't been canceled, and she tried to literally get somebody put up on rape charges, and we find out she fucking lied and made it up and got exposed. But y'all still be when you watch Insecure every week.
And that's annoying, bro.
Like,
it's
stop trying to. You always quick to cancel black males, and you can't be pro-black if you're anti-black male. I'm sorry your father wasn't in your fucking life, but get a grip. And I'm not just talking to black women either. So if you think I'm only talking to black, no, it's a lot of people who are anti-black male, but you got all this other, like, some of your heroes are all black men, but you constantly point all your venom at black men. Like, go fix your fucking self. Because we got a bunch of issues out here. Black men got issues out here too, and we don't get to fucking point the gun and back at everybody. We got to take all the fucking arrows. Like, honestly, sometimes I want to say all y'all can suck.
I'm getting a projector sound,
a metaphorical dick.
I'm adding a projector fucking soundbite to this podcast now.
That's cool. Because like, seriously though, black men are out here in the streets. No, you can talk to any black man who probably got that same sentiment. We get tired of being lumped in. Like, I've heard the phrase "niggas ain't shit" since I was 5. Okay, so like, that's a real thing. This whole black men are to this, to that, to this,
okay,
to that.
You never heard bitches ain't shit?
I'm not arguing.
I think
you realize I've argued for that, right?
Everything,
but nobody ever stops and says maybe we should stop kicking fucking black men's head in.
All I'm saying is everything. All I'm saying is everything that you're saying, they're saying. I've literally heard you say verbatim.
Yeah, but here's the thing: that voice, that group of people who are pro-black males, it's very small. And anytime you try to hype up a black man, somebody will come out of nowhere with a fucking arrow or a dagger. You notice that?
But isn't also part of it the fact that,
like, we can't all be pieces of shit?
But isn't it
from birth?
But isn't it also, to your point, because there's a lot more adult black women than adult black men because
we're at number 7 to 1
are murdered and incarcerated.
And insanely high so like young black women at a young age will see males get sent to the principal's office and expelled.
So what I'm saying is you're
slavery.
So what I'm saying is you guys are both saying the same thing, but to me it feels like you're upset because they're louder than you, as they should be, because there's more of them.
No, I'm upset.
That's the way I hear it as an outsider.
The narrative always falls back to niggas ain't shit.
But that's what I'm saying.
I don't hear Latino women saying Latino men ain't shit all day, every day. That's what I'm saying is because
there was more of them. Like that voice is louder. No, that voice is louder than yours.
We've always heard the voices, like the same way society says niggas ain't shit. Like I've heard that. I can literally compartmentalize all of it. As a black man, you just learn to, or you will go crazy and murder everybody. Like in school, you hear it from teachers, you hear it in your neighborhood, you hear it all the time. But to cancel J. Cole, just to even premise that everybody want to do this, and then Chance the Rapper wants to fucking jump in and be like, L, like shut your bitch ass up, literally. Like I'm sorry, but how does somebody who literally had a whole album but doesn't call it an album with a bunch of fucking features on it from everybody in the industry, not like someone who was put here?
Well, he had like 2 albums before then.
Okay, that's cool, but again,
okay, but you don't say the same thing about Good Kid, Mad City. You literally don't.
That's an album.
You literally don't. But how many features are on it?
He got hooked up to Dre early.
How many?
He got hooked up to Dre early. With that album,
is that why his name was Kendrick Lamar? Is that why he had like 3 albums that nobody listened to until Section 80 and fucking
Section 80 an album? Because when you and Andrew argued this, I laughed.
It's not an album; it's a mixtape. It's an EP.
They say it's an album on the internet.
As an album.
They say
it was re-released as an album.
I'm just telling you, what
Reason's album just was re-released.
Yes, I
from
agree.
2005. It was re-released as an album, but it came out initially as a mixtape EP.
I feel like me,
I put EPs in the mixtape categories because what is an EP? Extended play, which means it's a concept. Which means it's a concept. Which means it's a concept.
But Kanye West,
a concept is a mixtape to me in my mind.
But Kanye because
it means that you're fucking around. A mixtape is you fucking around. It's experiment.
So what was Kanye's shit? Because he was fucking around and he fucked up Tiana Taylor's album. Her new album is out, by the way. Shout out. We're over time, but
I consider that an EP, but people consider it an album because it was released as an album.
Yeah. But anyway,
that's the way the music game's going. It's all about streams.
Yeah, which is
it's not about making people want to purchase that album because of the artwork or the fucking shirt or the fucking 20 songs.
You're selling your information.
It's about getting people to listen to your songs over and over again.
So they
which is easier to do when there's only 7 of them.
So you give them information in order to get some music. It's like, here you go, listen to this while we spy on you. But anyway, whatever. Bottom line is with my whole point with the J. Cole canceling thing, everyone's so quick to cancel black men until you need black men. But then you want to constantly shit on us. Like, nah, it's black men in the street out here fighting for everybody's rights. And then there's black men out here getting murdered. Like, every day I come home from work, I'm like, well, I'm glad today wasn't the day. Because we all know in the back of our minds today could be that day. And this shit is crazy. All I'm saying is, before you want to cancel a black man, why don't you just go talk to one and see how their day's going? Instead of assuming they're all toxic. Because you got some shit built up inside you. That's all I'm saying. Your mama wasn't a perfect person either. She'll probably tell you that if you sit and talk to her, if she's honest. But all black men, just constantly, we got to be responsible for every part of society's ills. But y'all won't say shit to the white man at your job. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, that's it for me. I'm not canceling J. Cole. That shit's stupid. Chance the Rapper should have shut his fucking mouth because in no climate.
And I need you to now take my cadence. Thank you.
Oh, okay. It's a good cadence. But anyway, don't try to fucking do that. Don't ever disrupt me while I'm on a good cadence.
Well, don't buy my fucking flow right in front of me.
I do it better than you.
God damn.
But anyway.
Should I... Yeah, if I start clearing my fucking throat, everything, you're gonna be real fucking mad.
Nah,
you are. Anyways,
let me clear my throat. Anyway, by the way, yeah, get Chance the Rapper the fuck out of here because you know you wouldn't go bar for bar with J. Cole or Kendrick or Big Sean. Yeah, I said it. Big Sean needs more respect. Anyway,
God
let's
damn
get the fuck
it.
out of
He
here.
needs to get his fucking album out. I'm tired.
It's not
of
gonna
it.
happen, bro. He's in love with.
I haven't read it. Are you serious? Are you really gonna stop the show before I get my fucking time on the floor?
I didn't know you were.
Is that really what we're fucking doing? In all history of this fucking show, you were really about to hit fucking stop before I talk. Holy shit!
I thought you were done, bro.
Wow.
I thought you were done.
Fuck.
I'm done. I'm emotionally spent.
And you're not toxic. Here we go.
We're all toxic.
Exactly. We're all egocentric. I mean, I already ran it throughout the whole show, so
I'm clear my throat.
I'm just gonna give some good news. Kudos to Johnny Hecker and I think what was his name, Burgess something, for getting out there mentoring the youth. Joseph Day, mentoring the youth. Shout out to them. Outside of that, my biggest issue with the whole return of sports is like, we really just got to pump the brakes. Everybody's getting excited. The NBA is getting closer. The NWLS, which is the NWSL, the National Women's Soccer League, is actually going to be the first league back in like 2 weeks. The MLS is coming back, and everyone wants to talk about that. Like, that's great. We all need something to be excited about, but we need to face the reality that sports really might not come back. And if it does come back, it might not be the same, because somebody pointed it out. Like, it's really just going to be a matter of time till these people start testing positive in the bubble. And it's just going to be a matter of, what do you do about it? How do you ensure that that doesn't spread? How do you ensure that there's not going to be any long-term effects or that nobody dies? But even just from a competitive standpoint, like, if one of these top athletes does have something happen to them, if LeBron gets COVID, that undercuts the entire integrity of whatever we're trying to put out there as a product to ensure, you know, these history books hold up. Like, it honestly might be better just to not try and cram sports into 1 month in Orlando. So I don't know what's going to happen. I think, much like we're seeing with all these different states that are still opening up, even though their cases are rising, I think, to me, that's an indicator that people are tired. People are over social distancing. People don't want to be inside anymore. And at some point, people are just going to say, fuck it. I've been saying that since this whole thing came down. So are the players going to do the same thing and say, you know what, fuck it. I like this passion more than my own health. Like, I'm willing to risk it for this millions of dollars. But at the same time, I can't fault players like Kyrie or Dwight Howard or say, you know what, there's a different way. There's another way. Same way I can't fault people who are willing to pay that price. Whether or not it works out, you know, to be determined. But for me personally, I'm starting to process the fact that all the shit might not go on for another year, because the worst case scenario is not even that these people, you know, get sick or die. The worst case scenario, like with all of this, with all of us who are going out and, you know, living our lives, is the reality that this COVID shit could easily mutate. Not just that, but there's so many strands of SARS and human coronavirus that this is really just the start. And people have to understand and realize that. It's like, yes, viral shit has always been around, and no, it's not something that you should always fear, because, like I said, it's always been around. But the thing with this is, we just don't know. There's so little that we know about it. We don't know why it's killing certain people. We don't know, you know, why. Like, we know the recovery rate is higher than the death rate, but we don't know who falls into that death rate. Other than they're most likely have some pre-existing condition, but there's still a small percentage of people that don't, that are dying, and we don't know why. So till we figure that out, like, everything is going to be a risk, and anytime you go out, you're not only risking it for you, but for everyone around you. So just continue to think about that, and hopefully we'll have sports at some point. I just don't know if it's going to be in the year 2020. And, you know, with everything that's going on, maybe that's for the best. Maybe we need to realize what's important. But the fucked up thing, whole nother element that we're not even thinking about is all the shit that's going on abroad in the Middle East and in fucking Korea, India, South Korea, North Korea, Iran, Saudi Arabia, all these places. So